You 600 pounds. Like that big bitch that got that lift shit.
It's plenty wrong with that.
That was bad.
You are burdening people.
Okay, wash your ass is something different, but 600 pounds and taking pictures naked, what that got to do with you?
Bro, why the
fuck? You ain't gotta look at it.
If I want to say, I have an opinion to speak on anything I want to.
And keep it to yourself.
No, I can clock it. What you say, clock it? Clock it. I can clock it. You post that shit for opinions.
Throw it away.
Social media is for opinions.
If I'm 600 pounds, if I'm 500, 400, 300, I'm taking a picture naked.
I'm gonna talk about your big ass, your hamburger helper ass, your McDonald's ass. No, only you.
Yes, it's gonna eat it up.
You are killing yourself.
I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna die.
Healthy, wealthy,
you
all that shit.
Healthy, not healthy.
400, 500, 600 pounds. It ain't your job to discredit me.
Bro, it's my job to make sure you're good. You're killing yourself.
I'm not killing myself.
That's why big bitches be dying right now.
Why they gotta be big?
Cause motherfuckers like you say, yo, you good, you good. You're 700 pounds. Make sure you good. If you really love human beings, you would tell them when they right or wrong.
Right. And that's okay.
That's okay. Being 600 pounds, bro.
Okay, but what's the relationship
look how you eat right now. You don't eat that much because you know you have boundaries. Eating that much is a sin. That's gluttony. That's in the Bible. You can't eat that much. That's greed.
I get that.
If you get that big, you're a big, fat, greedy, stinking, nasty, slimy motherfucker.
And that's where you fucked up.
Okay, hold on.
No, I got all my adjectives.
Let's see what he got to say.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No.
What's your question?
No,
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
I said no, but you know.
Why do you tell your friends that they're thick instead of they're fat?
Because they're not fat. They're not fat.
Okay.
They're not fat at all. In your mind and society's mind, that's what y'all consider fat.
So what is healthy weight?
The doctor's gonna tell you obese.
Hold on.
Obesity is bad.
Hold on. Healthy weight is something think about it like this. When you big boned, your mama, your grandmama, all them people,
Ain't no such thing as big bone.
Hold on.
Scientifically, no such thing as big bone. I ain't want to hear it.
They are.
I'm a biologist major. There's no such thing as big boned. There's no such thing as big boned. If you die and they do an autopsy, your bone gonna look just the same as mine.
No. If my mama, my grandmama, my great grandmama, 300 plus pounds, it's no way I'm gonna come out and be 100 pounds. I know I'm gonna be a little bigger.
Yes, you will.
You can, but
no. This is the thing, bro.
Genetically, no.
Bro. The society gonna make you feel like you need to be that big because your mama is feeding you. Your grandma big ass is feeding you. She gotta feed you with limitations. She gotta feed you with limitations. It's boundaries with everything. It's balance. It's a balance.
You're not gonna put your child on a diet.
I'm not gonna feed my child everything in the refrigerator
either.
either.
My child wanna eat, he gonna eat.
He gonna eat healthy. I'm not gonna enable my child to be unhealthy. That's what that is. My grandma, she big, she gonna make me big too. I'm gonna be big and unhealthy too. That's why people grandma be dying from high blood pressure and shit. The black society have a problem with that.
They're running the family.
Because we make it run. We make it run. Yeah. You have a choice. You have a choice. You eating all that salty food, you eating all that soul food, you have a choice.
It's not because of the salty food.
You have a choice.
If my grandma
and stress
have it,
too.
I'ma have it.
And stress too. It's not genetics. Everything is not genetics like they say it is.
But some is.
Society just wants you to make shit genetics. Bro, you can eat, you can change your whole diet and become vegan and change your whole life.
Okay, so looking at me. Do you think my mother's big or small?
I don't know what it is.
I'm asking.
I can't judge that because, like I said, I'm a biology major. I can't judge what you're doing with your adult life and how you eating based off your mama. You have your own life. You have the own way you move.
So let's say if your mama was a hoe, you a hoe?
Damn.
I'm just asking.
You don't do what your mama do. I'm not saying what she do is what you do, but no, I'm not saying
my mama was the same. I was a hoe.
If your mother's big boned, your grandmother's big boned, your great grandmother was big boned, you're going to have a little weight on you. It's no way you're going to be 100%.
You're only going to have weight on you because they're feeding you a lot. Because that's what they used to.
What are you supposed to do as a child? Not eat? Starve?
I mean, that's not your fault. That's your parents' fault. In the Bible, your parents supposed to raise you. I'm still big.
Have y'all ever been big before? I don't think y'all understand what y'all saying.
I know what you're talking about. I'm still big.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm big. Bro, you seen my 3rd grade picture at my crib.
Oh, I did.
Yes. My grandmother and shit, how they was raised on you finna eat. You come over here, you can't say, nah, I'm full, I don't want to eat. You finna eat. If not, you're disrespectful for saying that you're not hungry. That's how they raise on the South. You got to eat wherever you go. You got to eat. If somebody offer you food, you got to eat. So my big ass was eating. That shit unhealthy, though.
As you should.
I don't know what I was doing because I was a kid, but the fact of the society, how they ran shit down there, that shit was unhealthy. That's why people have ED at an early age. That's why people have migraines shit at an early age. That's why people have health problems
at an early age.
That's a whole nother thing. That's the same, but that's the same thing. Just as if your grandma and your mama feeding you, you have people that people don't feed them. That's still both of them still bad. I'm not saying one is better than the other one.
Right.
Both of them bad, and you only know what you learn. You only know from your people.
Actually, some people don't even have parents for real to learn that. So actually, all they got is people just feeding them. So what they gonna do? They just gonna eat.
Exactly, but everything is subjective. That's why I'm telling you. Everything is subjective. Once you learn better, you do better.
Who shows us this?
I didn't even say so. This is a taste, so we just got to talk.
I'm sorry, Tay.
Y'all don't have to apologize. It started differently. I was fucking with it. It was cool.
Oh yeah, cause we showed
that was some good points that we do need to talk about that I think our community needs to hear. So I appreciate both opinions. I get both sides, of course, like always. Yeah. Slim, sorry, but I get both sides. It's really. I feel like it is a generational curse, but then also, like you said, with the kids, like, you know, you want to feed your kids. If you have kids, you understand, like, but it is a way you can go about it. It just depends on your perspective and your outlook, how you want it to be. But anyways, y'all, another episode of Talks with Tay. I love it. So first, I want everybody to introduce themselves. Will, you can start.
Hey, my name is Will. I'm from Mississippi, you know. I'm just a good guy out here just trying to learn life and be the best man I can be. Aww. Unlike the man beside me to my left.
Hi, I'm the man beside Will. My name is Leah. I am the CEO of 1222, excuse me. Yes. I have a clothing brand. So all my ladies come shop me, and I got something for y'all later. But I'm here on the podcast with Tay, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. And I'm going to pass it to the man on my left-hand side.
I'm not going to call her man to my right, but it's my dog, even though we hate each other.
Yeah.
It's your boy out in the field, a.k.a. field. You know what the fuck going on. If you don't know what the fuck going on, I don't know what to tell you, but we in this motherfucker, and we kicking it with my partner Tay today, and we just going to kick flavor, man. Kick shit, bro. See what the fuck going on. Get different people's perspectives and opinions on whatever topics you bring to us. Let's go.
I love that. I appreciate all of you guys. Like, everybody in here, I'm so appreciative.
For sure.
This is going to be great. So, do y'all think everybody is on the spectrum now and has autism or ADHD?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Somebody told me I had autism. I don't believe it.
Who told you that? A doctor?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It
but I'm saying now, don't you? It seems like, because I was diagnosed with ADHD my sophomore year of high school, like by a psychiatrist. But nowadays it's like everybody has it. But then everybody's also autistic, some type of on the spectrum.
She told me
Do you think it's a myth?
She told me I'm a high-functioning autism person.
I could see that.
So I really felt like she might be right, but then she slick disrespecting me, so I don't know. I'm in the middle.
Is being autistic bad, though?
No, I can't say that.
Can't really say
So why would you be offended by it?
I think it's like you never heard it before. Nobody ever told you that before.
You're right, so I can't just go off how she view me. You know, everybody got different perspectives of what they see. So she might be right, then she might be wrong.
Right.
I just got to pay attention to me.
Is it something you want to get checked for?
Hell yeah. Therapy is a motherfucker. I got to go.
Are you in therapy?
I'm looking, currently.
Okay, same, likewise.
Well, can I say, is that a part of like mental health?
Yeah.
That is?
Yep.
Then, okay.
Yep.
I definitely think so, because mental health, first of all, in the Black community, does not get talked about enough at all. So I definitely feel like mental health is definitely a big thing. So it just doesn't get diagnosed enough. And I feel like once somebody tells you, like a therapist tells you, yes, you have a mental health, yes, you have anxiety, depression, XYZ, we just look at it and we just be like, no, we don't. That's not
Whose fault is that, though, do you think?
I think, honestly, the way I grew up, me personally, I don't know about nobody else, but me personally, that was a bad thing. You don't have no reason to have anxiety.
But ain't nothing wrong with you.
Exactly, because you don't have no bills. You don't have nothing else to do. So why the fuck are you so stressed?
That's crazy. We were all told the same thing.
Literally.
Depress these grades.
And on me, depress them dishes in there. I'm sad as hell depressing them dishes and shit. But that's what I was just bringing back to earlier. The way of the world and the way of society. It's a guy named Miguel Ruiz. He got a book called The Four Agreements, and he got another book called the social standard, basically the social standard of you type shit. And basically we're taught on the way of the world. We're taught things on how to live by the world, by our mama and grandmama and all them people, because they scared to go outside the rat race and they scared to go outside the circle. Exactly. So what they teach us is like, ain't no such thing as mental health. Ain't no such thing as you sad. Ain't no such thing as is you hungry or you full. Whatever you telling me, they parent by delegating. They don't parent by off of love. Like you don't have a lot of parents that teach off love. Most of them are just really trying to survive and they just really trying to thrive and shit. So I don't really fault them, but at the same time too, like when I told Mom I'm going to therapy and shit, she was like, all you need to do is just focus on God and all this. But God brought these therapists here for a reason.
He did.
I done been through shit that a lot of people in my age would never go through. Yeah. So the fact of that I'm trying to fix this shit and you telling me to just pray about it, you don't even know what I'm going through. You never been through these situations. You telling pray ain't only gonna help me. Faith without works is dead. So the fact that you trying to just say
Lock the doors.
Yeah.
Lock the
doors, yeah. The fact that you just telling me one version of it, you just like, it's like what you said earlier. People use the Bible for what makes them comfortable instead of using the whole everything. God got all these resources on here for a reason.
Right, exactly.
I'm not finna sit here and just, I'm just gonna pray that I don't feel this way. I'm gonna pray that God take this feeling away from me. I'm gonna pray that I forget all the things I've been through, because He's not. That shit gonna build you to a better person, but you have to work your own self out to get to your next level too.
You do.
So yeah, I believe everybody, you been through something, go to therapy.
Yeah.
Whatever you been through, I don't care how minute it is. Somebody step on your toe, go to therapy.
In the church say, amen, everybody pass collection plate around.
Close the doors. Okay.
Lock the door, lock the door.
You already locked them? Close them? Okay.
But nah, everybody, you definitely should go through that shit, because we be going through some traumatic shit. We be comfortable with people dying around us and all this other shit. That other people from other races gonna like, what the fuck, you went through that shit? They think that shit fake. This shit real life real.
Like
a lot
me,
of shit went through.
I know I got PTSD and all this
like
shit.
a motherfucker.
And like a lot of shit be happening. Like I lost a lot of homeboys. I done been leaving homeboys since I was like 12 years old. So that shit just like, it don't even bother me no more when people dead. So that's how I know I just ain't all the way there.
But see, I think that's a problem because you checked out mentally.
For sure.
It sounds like you mentally checked out. You probably need to go to therapy.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know, like, just last year I lost like 3 people like within 3 months, like back to back to back.
And then imagine that, still having to wake up, still go to work, still gotta do like regular everyday
life still
shit.
be going on.
Yeah, life don't stop just
Speaking
because you
of,
got shit going on.
happy birthday, my boy Taz. I know it's your birthday. Rest in peace, man. I didn't
live,
had got a view on my phone right now. I'm supposed to soon get off this shit. Like,
happy birthday.
That shit real. That shit real. But nah, bro, therapy is really, when you get to a certain age, you're gonna get tired of the same shit. Gonna get tired of working the same bare minimum job, living check to check, fucking the same people, feeling the same way every time your year in. What have you progressed in? What you got better at?
I think we like being comfortable.
Yeah. That comfortable feeling is what keep us like there.
But
that's
really
why we don't move nowhere.
What really make you like progress and go up in life, and when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, like us sitting here just talking about going to therapy, a lot of people look at you like, fuck wrong with you? Same shit wrong with you.
Exactly.
Like, you need to take care of that too. Like, always on dope. Or dog food, one of them.
Exactly, but that's scary to some people. Like going to therapy, that's not normal. That's not, especially in our community, that's not normal. It don't feel safe. Like we feel like we finna go into this white lady place and just talk about our feelings. Like that lady don't need to be in our business.
But you ain't gotta go to no white lady. They got black therapists now.
And sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes
they got a lot of them. That's
depending on
the
what your
same.
Insurance cover.
Yeah, the thing is, your insurance, bro. This thing about life right now. A lot of people are waking up to other ways to get it, other ways to help other black people. A lot of people that set the same way that we sitting right now and talking about this shit 20, 30 years ago. Because knowing the shit that go on in the black community. My therapist told me straight, because he from Nigeria or something like that. He was like, "Damn, that's racist."
As fuck. I mean,
Damn, that's racist.
Are you serious?
But he told me straight up, because like, they be going through a lot of shit with they shit, because they parents damn near worse than our parents.
No, they are, for sure.
He was like, man, he said, I got into this shit because I was abused. They had a civil war out there. Around the time he was young, so he seen go outside, going to school, dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah, and that's
but shit, But when you realize that shit really be fucked up, that shit be fucked up.
Yeah. So I ain't trying to take from her questions or nothing, but I'm just picking back on what you saying. So do you think being in a conditional situation is the new norm?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Why you think that though?
Because that's what.
Including you too. Let's start with her. Let me start with her.
What was the question?
Like, being in conditional situations is the new norm.
Conditional as in what? What's an example?
Just anything. Like
your homeboy's dying every day. Like, that's normal? That's what you
he said, just walking out seeing dead bodies or just what I can get from you or what you can get from me.
Whatever you conditioned to live with through type shit. Like.
But what's the question though?
Is that the normal? Is that the new normal?
Oh, my bad.
Somebody take a cup.
Don't do drugs.
Somebody get a cup.
My bad. I swear to God, I'm paying attention. I just forgot the question. I got ADHD for real. Is it normal?
The new norm.
Being desensitized, basically?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the new normal because of social media. And I'm convinced of that.
Clocked it.
But we see dead bodies oh my God, I hate to even talk about this because I can see it in my mind. When they were bombing like Israel and all that Palestine stuff, and they were showing the dead bodies and of kids' brains being gone, like we were able to see that on the internet. That's fucking insane.
It's fuck. Why do we?
And then I have children, so I'm sick to my stomach. Like I couldn't even. Like it don't matter what is what. Like the shit is just fucked up. But yeah, we're desensitized because of social media. That's what it is. Exactly. It's very simple. People try to make it harder than what it is. It's not that hard.
And I think it's deeper than that too. Like the desensitization is a form of control, just like the news. Every time you look on news, it's a scare text. It's something to control it's something to control the population. Us seeing people die and shit, they're gonna have motherfuckers scared to do anything. We're gonna listen to what people say, the normal people.
Like
we're gonna listen to what people we're gonna listen to what people say, like, okay, damn, if this is happening, maybe he's not lying about what he say. Maybe he right. Maybe I do need to stay inside. Maybe I need to buy this. Maybe I need to buy that. All that shit is just controlled, to be honest.
Yeah.
You supposed to, based on the Bible, based on whatever religion you live in, you fuck with. You supposed to live
deep in the guts.
Cause I just want like
deep in the guts. I want you to speak your mind.
Say less.
Go ahead.
Say less.
Say what you gotta say.
But that motherfucker, you supposed to live your life every day. Not even worry about death. Because it's inevitable regardless. It is. It's gonna happen to everybody. Anytime. Nobody more special than that shit.
Exactly.
So you're not supposed to live like, damn, I'm scared, I'm finna do this, I'm finna do that. You supposed to live every day like it's your life.
You still need to be cautious about things.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't be stupid, but like at the same time too, life is beautiful.
You just say just don't live in fear.
Life is beautiful. Enjoy every bit of it because life is beautiful. Because
the only reason I didn't go to LA this month, and if you know I'm a fucking obsessed with LA, is because of the planes. And now I feel dumb because now I'm ready.
Conspiracy cut.
Go ahead. You know I love a conspiracy.
You know who dropping the planes, don't you?
Who?
China. Don't come.
Why you think that?
Because they hacking shit. Autopilot. I can hack this shit and drop this bitch. Tesla, I can hack your shit.
But what's the purpose? What do they get in return?
Nothing. And then some of that shit set on fire.
It's beef too. You see what they got going on right now with Trump, with the tariff war?
For sure.
I don't watch the news.
No, I'm talking about
basically. About the goods coming in.
It's a beef thing. China trying to drop their nuts and we dropping our nuts back type
but see,
shit.
I feel like we trying to come back because on TikTok, like them same manufacturers on TikTok, like don't go through here, go through us directly. Like we got y'all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even I still feel like black TikTok is even still trying to teach us, like the riot that just happened, y'all, we're not going out there. All the black people, we gonna stay in the house. What do? We stayed in the house.
We did.
All that shit with Target with just shit about the black people. We didn't even shop at Target. I don't even shop at Target no more. So I feel like slowly but surely we still trying to come up. It's just like, I guess social media is like a mind game. And sometimes I do feel like we need to listen, but we need to listen to the right people. Like the news, Donald Trump, and all that. So I don't feel like we need to listen to that, but we need to listen to our fellow black people.
I feel like we got to be a little careful with that too, because there's a lot of these people who act like they for us, but I'm finding out that they really just work for the man, or they done got sucked in. Maybe they started as that, but now they an agent type shit.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but yeah, like there's. I feel like that's why I pray for discernment so much. I always want to have discernment and conviction just so I know what to believe and what not to believe. Because there's so much information. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like some of the stuff we still don't know, like KKK, still coming back around. I wouldn't even know nothing about that.
They ain't never gonna, bro. They deep in Mississippi.
You heard what he
See,
said?
but that's what I'm saying. I've never even been to Mississippi to even experience it.
The shit is prevalent. Like, where we're currently at, people be like, they racist out here. These the Boy Scouts. I promise. These Louisiana, Mississippi, like
Alabama,
sundown towns really exist. Like,
hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta tell y'all, my first realization of that was in Mississippi when I was driving to Atlanta when I was 15.
You know about the sundown town?
That shit real.
Yeah. We stopped there at the gas station. It was me, my mom, a couple of my teammates from basketball. We were just going down there for my 15th birthday or 16th birthday, going on 16.
Let me tell you what they said.
And they was looking at us.
Let me tell you what they said.
Crazy. It was uncomfortable.
You guys not from around here, huh?
I don't remember them saying that.
No,
they was looking at, it was very uncomfortable. Like I remember that was my first realization. Like, damn, this shit real.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in an all-white town.
That shit crazy though.
And so I already was here, you know, but
like if you want to go back in history,
it was different.
It's still there for real. Like if you really want to go back in history and just really see how like that shit still in the 60s and 70s. Like and we in 2025 and that shit still exists.
Was slavery a choice?
Hell yeah.
Go, you start.
Because I'll be that nigga on the plantation bucking everybody.
And you'll be the
but some people would go against that and say, you can say that now because you're not a slave.
No, fuck that. It's 1,000 of us versus 4 people that run this whole shit.
But they have guns and you don't though.
We not that. We ain't that minds.
But they have guns.
We don't have that like we have now. We don't have like
we
that
still
power.
got it now.
We still got it now.
No, we still have the slave mentality now. This is the thing. This the thing, bro. So they knew what type of. We have in our brain. We have the biggest. It's one of them glands where we like helping people. It's a pineal gland. Yeah, one of them glands where we like helping people. So this thing too, we're easier to lead. We're easier to use with shit like that. So boom, this dude named Willie Lynch. I know you heard about the Willie Lynch syndrome.
The introduction.
Yeah. He's head straight up. I'm not finna keep hanging these niggas. I'm losing money.
Exactly.
I know what I can do to control these niggas. I can put these niggas against each other.
Before you even go there, that's the reason I would have got killed. Not because of the white people.
Because of niggas.
But niggas gonna tell on me. Because I'm.
And that's what it is.
Exactly.
He was gonna make sure. Master.
Yeah.
He trying to get us to go against y'all.
And the same way that Willie Lynch syndrome going on is going on in the workplace. Now you got older people that don't fuck with us. You got dark skinned niggas don't fuck with us. You got bitches that don't fuck with niggas. All the Willie Lynch syndrome going on social media, how the 50-50 shit, how the niggas don't fuck with the bitches. Everybody got something, they point a finger at, all niggas cheat, all bitches cheat. That's still part of the slave mentality that he made, and he said that it was going to control us for the next 1,000 years.
Even the school system is set up like the warehouse.
That's why I want my kids homeschooled.
It is.
This shit fucked up out here for real.
It is. The school shooter was just around the corner.
And then you think about all the things that we didn't even get taught.
Financial literacy.
How to write a check. How to iron clothes.
Shit is crazy.
How to do taxes.
We didn't even have home ec at my school.
I'm just now learning how to do that shit. I don't even know how to.
No, for real though.
I'm just now learning how to do my insurance the other day.
Trust me, I understand.
Literally, I don't even know how to do that.
I feel like I was late in the game because I was.
Can I ask y'all a question? Do you think that it's our grandmothers or mother fault they weren't taught this shit, or is it more or less on us to change the dynamic or the trajectory of where we going?
I'm gonna say this. I grew up in a house where I was not taught that. But I've actually met somebody whose grandmother and grandfather set them up so good, with a point where they passed away, their family was good. But my family did not teach me that and how to set up an insurance policy, how to set up all that stuff. So I feel like it depends on what family is doing what, because the family that I know is African American, and he set them up so good, they're good for life. They're good. Like, he passed away, still good, still cashing out on stocks and bonds, insurance policies, all that shit. They're good.
With that being said, do you feel like you have to be the sacrifice for your family to do that?
I have to. I have to get my family.
I feel like everybody sitting here feels that way for the most part.
Yeah, sure. we gotta get our family
that way.
Yeah,
that's why I brought it up. Like, I know I have to be the one that
you do.
I got to take the lick for everybody.
You do, and I feel like it's gonna be worth it in the end, because your kids gonna be good, their kids gonna be good, their kids gonna be good. Like, as long as you gotta do it, you gotta do it. That's fine. I always say I gotta take my family out the hood. We gotta get out the fuck. I don't give a fuck what it is. We not even in the hood for real.
But I know
we can't be living on 9 to 5. This not gonna make us rich at all.
We
gotta get the fuck up out of here. We do. So whether it had to be me grinding hard, like grinding my business, spending money, having money, whatever I gotta do to get my family up out of here, I'll do it. If I gotta take that sacrifice, I'll do it. So be it. And when I die, I know my family good. I know my family got land. Like, they can always come back to and be like, I got a home forever. Boom, they're good.
Yeah. I want to piggyback off that. My opinion is that the boomer generation, they didn't teach us anything. And that's the people before our parents, most of our parents. My parents are still young. But when I think about, and I hate to even say this, but just being real, like, I'll just say I have family members who owned businesses that were successful. And now that I'm older, I'm like, why y'all didn't teach us that? Why y'all didn't give us the game?
Exactly.
And then I seen people online saying the same shit.
Yeah. How you think these white people got money?
Like, why would y'all retired from it? Why would you not?
Yep. Bless the game.
Why are we out here struggling? And that irritates me. But it's like you said, we got to be the ones.
We do.
And I'm okay with that, though.
And my family gonna make it either way I gotta go. If I gotta die trying, 50 cent shit. Like, if I gotta die trying, I will fucking do that.
Damn.
I'll literally do that for my
family. You don't get shot 9 times around this motherfucker.
Don't say that. We rebuked that.
Yeah, no, we rebuking it for sure.
No.
We rebuking it for sure.
Okay, y'all, let's move on.
He's scared to go first.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say.
Do y'all believe in portals?
Yeah.
You different dimensions? Do you believe in it?
I'm a child of God.
You don't believe in portals? Why not? I want to know.
I'm a child of God. I don't really
But what does that
believe in,
mean?
like the
Be your unbiased opinion. Go ahead.
like the portals and like the ghosts and like all that scary shit. I just don't believe in it.
But why? Are you scared?
Can I share a personal
Okay, if I'm being honest, and I'm gonna give my honest opinion as well, I am scared.
But why?
Because like scary movies, I really don't do scary movies.
No, but why are you scared? Not even horror. Like just even talking about portals and stuff. Because of your like beliefs, why are you scared to talk about it?
It's not I'm scared to talk about it. I'm scared of those things. Okay. I don't like.
So if you're scared of something, you think that it's real, right?
Yeah.
It's real. Okay, I don't know if it's real, but it's like
real.
I don't like that stuff, so I'd rather just not. Yeah. It may be real.
Trust me, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to get to the deeper reason of why.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when it comes to things like this that are supernatural, even though it's hard to explain,
yeah,
I feel like you gotta keep an open mind because these things aren't coming out of nowhere, babe.
They're not. Yeah,
they're not coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go fuck it.
Okay, go ahead. Not fuck it.
We living on a dimension like it's like 12 different dimensions. You can go look this shit up. I don't give a fuck. You don't gotta believe me.
All right.
But we can only see one dimension that we seeing right now. What we looking at.
The earth, the world.
Yeah.
That's all we see.
That's all we see.
But outside of it, it's
we was
way
talking about that earlier.
more than it. Like way much more than your mind can even imagine.
As far as like me not.
Can I interject that right quick? Can I interject that right quick?
I'm trying to help her, and I'll let you interject.
Okay.
I seen, like I said, I've been losing homeboys since I was like 12, 13. So, one of my homeboys, he went in the streets and then, like, he was a good dude, like, real good kid. He was younger than me, though. He never got to see the age of 13. Like you said, to have discernment and just being in tune with the universe. We would all play with each other as kids, and we play baseball. And if he left, we couldn't play baseball. So for some reason, I was just adamant about him not leaving. He kept saying, like, I'm going to my auntie to go Alabama. I'm finna go to Alabama to go to my auntie house. And I'm like, fuck that. And I'm like, fuck that bitch. I'm like young saying this shit, but I don't know why I'm saying this shit. Right. And I'm like, I'm going home. Be here when I get back. I left, I came back. They still shooting basketball. I'm like, what the fuck Donovan at? They were like, he gone to Alabama to see his auntie. He told you he was going. Like, man, that nigga bullshitting. Sunday morning, on his way back to where we live, he died in a car wreck. Like, literally died. And that Sunday night, like, I was just sleeping in my room and I had the door open. And I'm crying and shit while I'm asleep. And, like, just, my body locked. I couldn't blink, I couldn't move, none of this shit. My eyes open. He just appeared in the door, like, physically, like I can see his eyes, I can see him, like literally, I can see him. And he started smiling. And when he started smiling, he disappeared. And then I could move again. And when I moved, I got up and I went in the room with my grandma. And I was like, Mom, she was like, what? And I was like, I'm finna sleep on the floor with you. And I got on her floor and she rolled over on the bed and looked down at me. She was like, you seen him then? And I ain't say shit.
Wow.
It's like she knew what I seen. So it's like, just watching what we just watched, man, it's out there.
Yeah.
Like,
different realms.
Yeah.
Spiritual, physical.
Man, that shit is out there. Like, I wouldn't even sit here and lie to you and play by no shit like that. Like, that shit really exists. So it's just like the conversation of having heaven and hell. Like when somebody die, me personally, I don't have a place to put you. I'm not finna say you going to heaven or you going to hell. I don't know where the fuck we go. But the only thing I do know is your soul is energy and it transfers. It goes anywhere. So I don't really like science, but anything that has mass and take up space is considered matter, which is your soul. So this is space. It's taken up. We can't touch the soul. We can touch all this shit. We can feel all this shit. But when this shit shut down, the shit that you can't see has to go somewhere.
Can't be created or destroyed, so they say.
I don't know where the fuck it go. You talk to a dead person, where you at? Chilling. They can't tell you where the fuck they at. I feel like this is hell. But it's what you make it too, though.
It is what you make it.
Because people say you cannot talk to the dead. If you're talking to the dead, you're in hell.
Yeah.
Anything that you're talking to is dead, is the demon.
What? It's not an angel?
I never heard that before.
I heard that too.
Okay, so why do they say when the ladybug,
I don't try to
when you
get
see a
too into
ladybug
it,
or something,
you know what
like
you know.
that's the person that passed away?
People be saying it just to find peace within everything they find around. Just like cardinals.
For
and shit.
comfort.
People, you gotta find comfort in the
Quick
unknown.
question, how y'all feel about cardinals?
That's what I just was
That's what
saying.
you just,
People just say certain things to find peace in the unknown. And I believe it could be that, but it's also, it's like with a lot of situations. A lot of shit is man-made, and people like us that then brought things instead some shit that started shit. So.
Why do you think you're going to heaven?
I want to go back on what the conversation we had before the pod cut on, me and her.
What was the conversation first?
Do you agree that everything you know really this far in your life is what you've been taught?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Everything that you know.
Say it one more time.
Everything that you know to date is what you've been told or taught by somebody.
I disagree.
By somebody? No.
No, I'm saying like, but not.
Say it again.
Like
Reword it.
Thank you, because you know we playing on a different playing field now because we think for ourselves clearly because all of us sitting right here and we all have our own mind. But at some point in your life, everything you know going into your life is what somebody told you to do,
Or something that you watched. Think about everything that you're saying right now, like clock it. They come from somebody. You read the Bible and you start believing in God from somebody. You start living the life that you
didn't
want
just wake up and say, I believe in God.
By yourself.
No, okay, no, wait. Now, okay, I will say that. I get what you're saying there, but it did take for me to stop going to church. And I did stop believing in God for a little bit, but until I started not going hungry, lights still on, rent still paid, there is a God. There is somebody there that's watching over me. So that made me want to get more into God. But no, somebody did not have to teach me that as a kid, yes. Because we all went to church as a kid.
Yeah.
But as an adult right now, today, as 26 years old, I taught myself.
Don't shake your head because you told me I can go as far as I want to go. Right?
But this thing too, if you wasn't taught that as a kid, you probably wouldn't go back to it as an adult.
Can I ask you a question?
How do you know that?
I just told you because it's been nice. I haven't had no food, and I still wake up and I still have food on my table. It's been nice when my lights cut off. The next day my lights cut back on. It's been some days my rent has not been paid.
Take that.
And my rent still paid.
I'm not talking about the things that he done for you and all like that. I'm just saying, okay, everything that you going by with your life is taught knowledge. A lot of people not teaching themselves unless they seen somebody do it, heard somebody do it, or some way, somehow, they got that knowledge from something.
No.
I
wasn't raised by my parents, Will.
But you was raised by somebody, right?
No.
Who you was raised by?
Myself. Until I was 16 years old, I was raised by myself.
So where you were living at?
By myself, with my boyfriend. When I was up until I was 16 years old.
So did you go to school?
Boyfriend. High school, yeah.
Did you have adults in your life?
Of course, they all adults. They my teachers.
Exactly.
They
You
my
was
teachers.
you had to learn from some, even if it was by your boyfriend.
Learn at school.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying everything that we're doing in life is not nothing new under the sun. That's all I'm saying. The shit that you're doing,
it's not new under the sun, but it's new to me.
Exactly. And you had to be introduced to it.
By myself.
What you introduced to yourself by yourself?
Will, everything. Just being alive, waking up every day, that wasn't just something that I could just bring into myself.
That's not what I'm talking about. Just being alive is not you learning to be alive. You're going to be alive regardless. Until you die. Until you die. Until it's that time for you to die.
Until God says so.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course, but we're not talking about God. We're talking about you right now.
Okay.
So this is the thing that I'm trying to break into your head with this shit.
Okay.
So when you eat, how did you learn what you like to eat or what you didn't like to eat?
Myself. By eating it, chewing it, swallowing it, putting it in my stomach.
Who had to give you that food?
God.
So God gave you Cheerios.
God gave me. He grew them.
Okay.
Grew them and he gave them
so
to me.
unserious.
Okay. I got you. You like talking to my grandma. You can't. Some people you just can't get through, but like with that right there.
Yeah, I don't think
So, where you bought the food from?
The grocery store.
Did God make aliens?
I don't really believe in aliens.
That's one of the topics. Let's talk about it. Boom, before we get out of here. So, do you remember, I want to start with you. So, do you remember the girl that was on the plane who was like, that's not a real person? And she was seeing a reptilian on the plane?
I'm telling you right now, that's not real.
Remember? That motherfucker is not real. At DFW. On TikTok? No,
nah, this shit was viral everywhere.
At DFW
this shit was viral everywhere.
Damn, why is my shit not connected here? I'm gonna just.
Motherfucker is not real.
Hold on. Can you type it in? Because I'm.
Listen, bro, this shit
type in the plane video so she can see it, and then. But so you don't believe in like reptilians and
aliens?
Hold on. Do you believe in like reptilians and things like this? That there's people in the government who are not real people, that they're reptilians. Have you heard of the Nephilim?
Never heard
like the fallen angels and the giants and
never.
Yeah,
see, we gotta educate me.
See, we gotta.
I don't think she want to learn though.
No, we're gonna have to do a part 2 for real because
I'm tell you what
we gotta show you some shit that's
really
gonna blow your
mind.
No, like when it started, like I'm like
click
I
on
have
real
that.
quick so she can see. Wait, let her see it.
I have that old time religion.
Let's turn it up.
Oh yes.
Yeah. She was saying that she was seeing a reptilian. Do you think she was just crazy, or you think she really saw what she saw? But she seems like a pretty sane individual when you see her interviews.
Sane. She don't look drunk or nothing.
They was saying
wasn't
she was
drinking.
drunk.
She wasn't drinking.
Like she was
not. She came on the interview. She said she was not drinking. And even if so, I'm not gonna lie, if I seen that.
Like, I don't want to sound like a motherfucker that just be talking shit, but listen, bro, this shit be real.
Well, say what you gotta say. You go ahead. You can pause it. She said she seen it. Go ahead.
This shit real, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, we only see.
What did she see?
I can't tell you what she seen, but we
don't even know.
We live in, like I said,
I feel like it was a reptilian.
Like we just living on a dimension where we can only see what we can see. That's all.
Perception is everything.
So how did she see?
Listen though. All right, like look, we see a TV right now.
Okay.
We see lights.
He about to get into hologram theory.
We see, you know what I'm saying? She chilling right here. You see your shoe, but all this shit digital.
Digital how?
We're only seeing it when we look at it, basically.
No,
like a video game.
It's physical what you looking at.
Okay, wait.
But it's numbers.
Simulation theory. Have you heard of that?
No.
How we're basically in a simulation? Have you seen The Matrix?
No.
You never watched The Matrix?
No.
Girl, we finna have a movie night.
We need
and
to.
I'm not playing because I need to put you on.
Yeah.
Like I want to put you on. I think it's cool. I know you probably kind of frustrated, but like I think it's cool that because I feel like we've all been there. A lot of black people in our community, we grew up like Baptist, Southern Baptist, Christian.
We don't know for sure.
So when I had my first awakening, I was 21, and it was because of a guy that I was dating. He was a little older than me, but he was made me question what I was believing in. And I really thought I was going to hell because I was questioning my faith. That's crazy to me now. Because I have a whole different mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you start to see things for what they are, and I'm not saying you don't have common sense. I think you're very intelligent. I'm not saying that.
Thank you.
But, and I mean that, but when you start to just awaken and see certain things, there's just certain things we want to start. I feel like you should start with like the Mandela effects. Because when I feel like that's something that you can catch on and be like, oh my God, like you can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
Like this is some real shit. And then from there we can go down a rabbit hole.
Okay, so I need to watch some more movies.
I'm gonna show
my
you.
research for sure.
I'm gonna show you. Like I really think you would be open and not trying to change what you believe or none of that. I just want you to see, and then you come up with however you feel, and it's hard. Like when you believe in something for so long and you were taught something from legit, I understand that because that's how I was raised. I really thought think like 20-year-old me was really thinking I am going to hell.
For thinking it a different way.
Yes.
Why? Just because you sin?
That's no, because it wasn't sin. It was me questioning my belief.
Yep.
Because oh my God, there's so many things. Just you can just start with aliens, the most simple things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like when I say I seen like this ain't no physical shit or nothing. Like, I have never seen like a little green person or a gray or nothing like that.
I don't even think that green for real.
All right, this some real shit. I went to Alcorn State University, HBCU, and I used to skip school a lot. I skipped school, high school, middle school, college, all that bullshit. I stayed skipping school. So we was going to Cordova, right outside Memphis. And we on Highway 55, and we like right outside Memphis, like probably like 40 minutes. And Like, this shit was some shit like out of a movie, like, no lie. Before we got to a bridge, it was a cop car slanted. And when nobody's sitting in the car, it was just slanted with the lights on. And before you get to the bridge, it was an exit. So my homeboy was like, what the fuck we gonna do? I'm like, bro, take the exit. What the fuck? We took the exit. He like, what to do now? I'm like, man, fuck it, get back on the highway. Got back on the highway, the cop car still sitting there. Probably go like a mile or two. Traffic stopped at a halt. We sitting there. I bro, cut the car off. So my story might sound like invalid, but I know what the fuck I seen. Cut the car off.
I believe you.
What we gonna do? Man, roll up. We finna smoke. He roll up, I roll up. We smoking. Whole time we smoking, we both not talking about the shit that we seeing. I see specks in the sky. Like far off though, I see a cluster of specks right there. Cluster over there. Cluster over there. We still smoking, but I'm not saying shit though. Whatever. The weed out. So now we just quiet sitting in the car. Nobody talking. Cause I'm thinking the same thing he thinking. So he like, hey man. And I'm like, what? Wanna see if he seen what I seen. He like, man, I'm like, just gonna say it, bro, cause I wanna know. Did you see that shit? What shit? The cluster. Hell yeah, I seen that shit. While we talking and saying this, one was so close to us. Like, when I say so close to us, I can tell you everything on that bitch. I just, like, when I say nothing that I had could record that shit, nothing. I got my phone, try to record it, it did not show up.
On me.
I grabbed his phone, try to record it, it did not show up.
Bro, I had something like that.
It looked like, the bottom of it looked like this. A triangle at the bottom. It had 3 lights at each point. But the top of it was like this, very, very fucking sharp. Like, very sharp, like this. And on the side of it was like the best thing I can describe it as was like hieroglyphic writing, like, or Arabic writing. That's the only thing I can describe it as. And probably like from here to where that light is over there, by the kitchen. It was that close to me, and I'm looking at it, and it's moving, just like this. And as it's moving, it's not saying shit. It's not making no sound. But the sound is coming from behind it, and the sound sounds like, I'll never forget that shit. So I know this shit exists outside of where we are right now. Like, I know, can't nobody tell me don't shit exist. I seen this shit. I don't have to watch a documentary. No, I seen this shit with my own 2 fucking eyes. Like, what?
Do you think they're in the ocean though?
That's space.
As above, so below. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's why they be quick to try to go. They'll tell you we going outer space, but they don't try to take their ass to the ocean.
I had an argument 4 or 5 years ago with my baby daddy's sister because she was like, instead of looking up, look down. And I wasn't as conscious as I am now. And
like
now that I think about it, I'll be telling her, I'm like, bro, you was right. Like, you really was right.
That's like we were saying earlier.
Like, damn.
When I was wrong when I said that the core is heated, because I think that's a lie. Because I always thought like, what's in the earth? We trying to leave, but what the fuck is, like, they got all type of different tunnels and shit.
They ain't going nowhere.
It's all type of cities and shit underneath
this motherfucker.
Underneath the earth?
Yeah.
Underneath what you see.
Hollow Earth.
On me.
There was hold on real quick. Hold on.
We can't go. We don't have the clearance.
We got a little bit of time left.
No, we don't have the clearance.
To do
so
what?
When do you get
to go through these tunnels, to go through these
like
different
under Denver
cities
and stuff
shit.
like that?
Yeah. You gotta
listen. So there was a plane back in the, I don't know, 1900s sometime, and he basically said that he went into a portal. This was way back, so he don't got no reason to, make this up. And he basically said he went into inner Earth, and it was basically how they describe Atlantis.
Yeah.
So that's why there's like the hollow Earth theory, that it's not necessarily some whatever shape, I don't know, but that we can go inside the Earth. And you know what's crazy? When I was growing up and they were teaching us like the core and stuff in science, I've always questioned shit. Like, I always thought that shit was weird. I'm like, it just never made sense to me, and I didn't know why.
I always say it is. How they know?
That's what I'm saying.
How they know?
It just never made sense.
Like, how the fuck they know for real?
Yeah. But no shade, I don't know what I'm talking about, but couldn't they ask you the same thing about the triangle? This
They can ask me what they want to ask me, but I know what I've seen.
You know, and they can say the same thing.
Because they could say, "Oh,
they
you
can
was
say the
high.
same thing.
You was
You
tripping."
know what I mean?
I don't care.
Yeah,
I can pick up the phone right now and call this person. He gonna say the same story that I seen. He not gonna lie. He gonna. I can call him right now. Hey, what happened, bro? When we were going to Memphis.
Call him right now, then.
He gonna say the same shit.
Oh God. I mean, but then people can say the same shit too, though, right?
Yeah.
They can say the same shit.
This shit crazy though. But no, that shit exists though. I believe all that shit.
I believe you though.
All
I've
the
had a
portals
couple
and shit
incidents.
like that. That's just like us going to Antarctica. They don't want us to go down that motherfucker for a reason.
Yeah.
Cause that shit down.
Because why did so many countries agree to not go? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just common sense for real.
Why they said a treaty to go, but we can't go?
Exactly.
We as in.
Like China and America beefing right now, but they down
I'm
there
gonna show
chilling
you
in-
a map
They
of
down
the
there chilling in
continents
Antarctica.
outside of Antarctica's ice wall.
You can walk to Russia.
Thank you.
You can what?
Real shit. Real
Shut
shit.
up.
From
Real
Alaska?
shit. Real shit.
What?
Yeah,
In the
shit.
spring.
for sure.
Do not trust.
Oh God.
Or is
Not
it
trust
in the
the
winter,
maps.
not in the spring, when you can actually like walk the bridge?
I don't know, but that's
Show me the
certain.
map, because I heard about
I'll
it.
show
and
you.
I
I'm
seen
not
the map.
walking nowhere.
But they make
Any
it seem
final
like the flight
thoughts?
takes so long.
No, that shit right
They
there.
know, yeah.
Nah.
Will?
I guess we can just wrap it up. What Migo and them saying, wrap it up.
I'm sorry,
Wrap it up.
don't pull up on me, Mr. Government. You know what I'm saying?
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Touche.
What my boy Rudy, Woody say? I don't recall, but you pull up on me, I'm gonna defend my life. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bitch. I'm gonna die by what I believe in, what I see.
Period.
Cause y'all out here lying to these people. Stop lying, bro. Go on declassify all this shit. And then that's another thing too.
Ooh.
Reading.
Oh,
That's one
fundamental.
of the fundamental things I went back to as a child. Like before social media, before anything, I had to think about like what made me happy. What was I doing before all of this shit? And reading was one of those things.
Clock it. We're gonna clock it.
Clock it.
And I started back reading
Clock
shit
it.
because visually as I read, I can see what I'm reading.
Clock it.
Exactly. It's like a story in your mind.
So
That's
if you
how
go,
we-
and
yeah.
if anything, like let's be honest, all of us right now today, everybody that's sitting in this room, including the cameraman, if we go get the new iPhone 20, we gonna cut that bitch on and get to calling people. We ain't reading that fucking instruction manual.
Hell no.
Right.
But later
waiting
on,
on it.
down the line, guess what? Somebody will show you what the fuck your phone can do.
On TikTok. Right.
Look, hey, do this to your phone. What? I don't know how to do that. Look,
Yeah.
show you. But guess what? If you would read that motherfucking book when you first got that phone, you
I ain't
would do
reading
everything.
books. I'm not reading. I'm not reading that.
But we not doing that shit because we just like, fuck that. I got a new number. Here go my new phone right here, blase,
I ain't
blase.
doing no reading.
That's it. But I promise you, take the time to read, bro. Anything. I don't give a fuck what y'all read, whether it be informational or fucking a Zane book, even though they don't even exist no more.
What?
I'm too
love a
old,
good
you know what I'm
Zane
saying?
book.
Like,
How old are you?
I'm 26.
How old are you?
35.
Okay. So we got some grown ones in here.
But it's out here, bro. The information out here. I promise it is. Just read.
Yeah, it's on
Use
the
your-
iPhone pamphlet.
Use your phone instead of using it for Facebook, Shade Room. If something go off in your brain that you got a question or something about, go look that shit up. I promise it's out
They
there.
just did a damn black people. I don't like them.
It's out
I
there.
really don't. They don't show the good side. They only show the bad side, and I hate that.
Shady.
Cause there's people out here that's really donating, really helping the community.
They're
don't
not
show-
gonna
they
post
don't
that
show
unless they
part.
die.
Exactly. They only showing who baby daddy they fucking. I don't care who that lady is fucking. It's
Like
in
she
my
said,
vagina.
last thing for real though. Subconsciously, do you think social media play a part in our life subconsciously?
You know
Yeah,
this,
of course.
and you know this.
I'm just asking.
Because I
you.
wouldn't have to
know
take a
this.
break from it every 2 weeks. And I do.
And if I didn't run a business,
have to.
I'll be
'Cause
doing
you can
the
read
same
some
The
shit.
only
and
reason
you
I get
look
on
at
it
it
is
and be
because of
like,
my
"Gee."
show.
Exactly.
Facts.
I'm
Whatever,
so
and then
checked out of
subconsciously
social
that shit
media. I don't even
playing
watch
on
baddies. I don't even watch baddies.
It ain't even you. Like, what
started
the
watching
fuck?
baddies.
No, I'm checked out of that shit. That
But
shit
real
so
talk, it's
lame.
toxic.
And that shit ain't even you.
My
It's
thing
just
is,
black. It's just black
the
women
fact-
fighting each
Thank
other.
you.
You know what I
When
mean?
we supposed to be, somebody.
Getting a bag. We're supposed. Natalie said we're supposed to be getting a bag. We're supposed to be doing hosting.
And it
We're
play
supposed to be
on your-
doing
it
shit.
play on
All
your
I see is black
subconscious,
women
bro.
fighting each other.
Right
Now
there.
there's TV.
And they feel like that's
Black
what they gotta
women
do
fight each
too.
other to get a bag.
And it's disgusting.
Exact as fuck.
Fucking right.
Because
It's
I'm not fighting
disgusting.
nobody. I don't do
That's
no
weird as
wrestling.
fuck. That's
I promise
weird.
you I don't do no wrestling.
And then they be grown as hell.
But it's
Girl,
like, I would
long as
rather
the bitch with
wrestle
kids
than
and a
shoot
husband at
someone,
home.
you know?
Yeah, well, that's
I
a
would
different
rather
topic
wrestle
though.
than kill someone.
No,
but like
yes.
social media make you feel like you gotta die by
Right,
the game. But like,
right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
gonna beat your
Yeah,
head
and I won't.
get the
Yeah.
same
Like, why we
opinion.
can't just
And I
fight?
won't.
Why you gotta?
I
I ain't doing
Yeah.
no wrestling.
Because people don't want to get their ass
I ain't
whooped.
doing no
Yeah, well,
shit.
yeah.
You want to talk that shit, but you don't want to get your ass.
But then when you go to jail, it's not the same story. It's like, I'll be there, but then like
that's
you sit in the pen 10, 15 years, you don't really care about it. Ain't no wrestling.
And it wasn't even that deep for real.
They gonna whoop your ass in jail.
Literally fucking leave. Now you gotta fight.
You for your life and your ass.
Well, bitches are way tougher than you.
Yeah, coochies.
Bitches shit, they gonna take whatever.
They ain't gonna do shit to our ass.
They gonna take them motherfuckers gonna take whatever they want in them motherfuckers.
Doing the correct things with your life, you would be so easily exploited. If you knew you were someone in school to be a lawyer, you know you couldn't even go on a show like that.
Exactly.
But there's so many of us that's so easily exploited because we're starting our
They just want to get the bag.
Exactly. They clout chasing. That's a clout chase.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's a clout chase.
That's what it is.
I don't want exposure. I don't want exposure. If you're a lawyer, you're a scientist. I don't want that type of exposure.
I think she just hit somebody below the belt when she said the last shit, but
what I say?
Not you.
Oh.
But I think the word that we all are lacking is accountability. Like not even just women, just all of us. You have to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable.
Definitely not just women.
And you heard me. I didn't specify.
Y'all. It's definitely men. We can get into that topic later.
Definitely.
That's another podcast. I promise you we'll go all day with that.
Definitely.
We'll go all day with that, but anyways.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
Gracias.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, wait.
I promise you.
Indians are the biggest thieves. They steal.
I swear.